What's going on, everybody? I'm here with another video for you guys, and in this one I'm going to give you a very basic overview of the X-Air app we'll be using for our mixer. If you haven't seen the first video on setup, I would highly recommend you check that one out first so that you can have a visual of what's going on. To start, let's assume all our equipment is already plugged into the mixer. The first thing you're going to do is grab the tablet. From the home screen, you're going to find the X-Air app and open it up. When you do, it'll bring you to this access screen. We need to be connected to the mixer's Wi-Fi signal. The bottom option that says Wi-Fi lock will let you know if you are connected. For me, it says none because I'm not connected to it right now, as it's not set up. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using the offline mode. But for you, you're going to want to click where it says none and drop down until you find our mixer's Wi-Fi signal and select that. Once you've clicked that, you're going to tap Connect. Once you're in, it will take you to this screen. This is called Mixer View. It's basically a spread of the channels, just like what you would find in a physical analog mixer. You'll notice the top right is highlighted. It says CH 1 to 8, which is short for channels 1 to 8. Whatever is highlighted will be displayed on the left side. If you tap the box below channels 1 to 8, that'll take you to the next row of channels, 9 to 16. We haven't made any changes yet, so it looks identical to the previous row of channels, all except for the names. Now channels 17 and 18 can be found in the next box below, AUX/effects. Channels 17 and 18 are paired together. These two channels, well, they're in the first fader on the far left that says line in. These channels have a different input from the other 16 channels, and 17 and 18 would likely be used for an audio device like a phone or a laptop that you wanted to play music from. Let's go back to channels 1 to 8. Now, like I said, I'm filming this before we've got our sound system set up, but in the future, what you'll likely see is a name for each one of these channels. They may read something like lectern, drums, and they may even be different colors. Anyways, by sliding these faders up and down, you can control the volume level of that channel. The white number above the fader is the decibel level. Decibels are the units used for measuring how loud or quiet something is. It's not abnormal for that number to be in the negative. Now, while we're on the topic of levels, let's take a sidestep for a moment and talk about gain. Now, if for any reason you've raised a channel to its maximum decibel level and it still isn't loud enough, except in the case of a mic, where you would have the singer just hold the mic closer to their mouth. Otherwise, you would need to increase what's called the gain. Gain increases a signal's strength. It's not a volume knob, but it may seem like one. When the gain is too high, the signal distorts. Sometimes you want that, but usually not with vocals. To increase gain, tap on the channel label. It's white in this case, and this will take you to this screen. Touch the gain knob and swipe your finger up to increase gain. Swipe down to decrease gain. Hit the back arrow at the top left of the screen to bring you back to Mixer View. Now, at the very bottom of each channel, you will see there's a mute button. Tap that if you want to mute the channel. I would say whatever you're not using, it's a good idea to keep it muted. We'll talk about muting multiple channels at once in another video. Next, we should talk about where the sound from all the channels is going. Everything that's not muted will be going to front of house. In the last video, I noted that the people on stage can't really hear what's happening in front of house. So in order to hear themselves and others, they rely on foldback speakers. Our mixer can output sound to 6 other possible locations besides front of house. That could be to another room, but usually we will send some of the sound back towards the stage through a foldback speaker. This means we can have up to 6 different foldback speakers. As a muso, sometimes I want to hear the same thing front of house is hearing, but usually it's more helpful if I only hear a couple of channels from my foldback speaker rather than the final produced sound of the whole band. For example, I may want to hear only the drums channel to help me play in time, and the vocals channel so that I'm aware when the singing has started or if we're going to be repeating a bridge. I don't need to hear something like the pads from my foldback. Now to choose which channels go to which foldback speaker, we're going to jump forward 2 screens. Starting from Mixer View, tap on the channel's name strip. Let's choose channel 1. That will take us to this screen, where we went for gain. On the right side, you will see a column that says sends. Below it, it says bus 1, bus 2, bus 3, and so on up to 6. Each bus is one of the 6 outputs on the mixer. We will likely be using each one of these buses for foldback. Tap on the word sends at the top of the column. This will take you to the second screen. Here, we can choose how much volume from channel 1 we want to come through each foldback, or in this case, each bus. At the moment, our church only has one foldback speaker, but in the future we'll likely acquire some more. Once you've set the desired level, tap the top left of the screen to go back to the previous screen, and tap it again to get back to mixer view. Okay, we have just told channel 1 how much of its signal to send to bus 1. Now, we need to set the volume levels of bus 1 so that the speaker isn't too soft or too loud. You see, at the moment, even though I have channel 1 sending some of its signal to bus 1 isn't putting anything through the actual speaker yet. When I activate bus 1, then channel 1, and any other channels I have linked to bus 1, will be heard through the speaker. To activate bus 1, select here where it says bus. That will bring you to this screen, where we can control how loud we want bus 1 and any of the other buses to be. These buses also have a mute button if needed. And that's it for this video. Just a few basics, but should be enough to get you started and equipped enough to help out with sound check. Obviously there's a lot more to cover, and in the following videos in this playlist should help you get better equipped to run sound. So with that said, it's about time to bring this video to a close. So I will catch you in the next one.